So, iMANiAC 7. When we left you, we were back we were in Alaska. Where the fuck is Alaska? Up here. We were in Alaska. And it definitely wasn't Dungas. It was somewhere between Anchorage and Fairbanks at the edge of the wilderness. And we were writing the story of us. But we actually wrote that story way back in 2003. And this is again 2008 when we were up in Alaska writing a story again. In 2003, in the beginning of 2003, we wrote our story that was stolen on a Dell computer. So we had to write it again. And, well, towards the end of our story, we were professing our love for our wife and private thoughts. And then we observed to ourselves, well, this story could be very interesting if there's something more to the story. But, because, of course, who would want to read a story of me? Up until that time, there was nothing really to be said or done about a story of me. It's a story of nobody. Or somebody, I don't know. Can nobody be somebody? Can somebody be nobody? I don't know. It could be all the same. Anyway, the point was not that. Anyway, we're in Alaska, we're writing and writing. We even wrote through Fairbanks, we're writing and writing. Oh, and then back in 2003, right when we stopped writing our story, we decided to write September 11th, 2011, and then the Bible Code Revelations. But 2 weeks into September 11th, 2011, our wife of 10 years says she hands me divorce papers, so they're getting a divorce. And way back in the beginning in 2005, I asked the question, how many wives should a king of earth have? I was asking it rhetorically then. By January 2008, I had answered my mind. How many wives should I have? Oh, I had answers on the way, as many as he wants to. Very few suggested that the king of earth should go purple class, but I might have been going that along, depending what that means. But that's not the point. The point's this. What is... here's the thing. I multiply the value of my kingdom of mind and soul and everything by becoming the queen. The king, queen, I'm becoming the king of all your minds, the king of all your souls. Now, what does that mean? I just want to marry your minds and your souls. And I figured out in 2009 how to have a good harem. It's very simple, of proper balance in the harem. You pick one wife, and that wife you give the option. Do you want 2 wives? And if they want more than 1 wife to handle your needs, you pick another, and then they're co-equal wives. But then from then on, no more co-equal. Each wife, if you want more wives, you pick them one at a time. Each one gets a new wife, and each wife has control of their own side of the harem of wives. But anyway, and if all those wives can't figure out the right answer, then those 2 wives subject themselves to spanking if they have to ask me. But that's not the point. The point is, that's the way to run a harem if you had to, but in my mind, I was always just believing the right answer was 1 good bad wife for life. But that's my story. That was my story. Okay, so that's how we connect in that, and I'm writing in my story, and I'm thinking about the Roxanne. But the Roxanne's more of thinking about what a beautiful world. But first I thought about the beautiful world, and then, well, this thing is, it would be an infinite party, because see, with all this new money, we would learn to party, and we'd learn to party right, and not over the head and over the top, because we'd be putting ourselves in a movie, and that party would become a reality party movie of the partying, and we'd have all the stars on earth all converging together in times and spaces and cross times, and in a concert of all of us for all times, and that's pretty big. And so, see, our reality is the biggest show on earth for the next thousand years. And when you have that kind of reality show, oh my gosh, by golly, how do we capitalize on that? And that's the story. I'm sticking to it. You will, you spinning around my mind, and you will. Anyway, 2008, and then finally after Alaska, I came home and picked up the pieces, stayed in a hotel for months. I don't know how many months, but anyway, then I got a condo, and another condo, and I stayed there, and I did some more, and I thought, but I went slow, and I had other thefts and other arrests for mind jail guys, and then finally I decided, well, I had to get out of town, and I moved to my boat last year to Santa Barbara, and on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, 2009, I moved there, and had, a relaxing time of mind, and writer's block for a while, and definitely mania block for a long while, and then, the season changed, and we came around to the winter, and by January, I was for closing, and for closing in on my story of the history of the future of us, and in my reality, I really went really insane, and more than any other times, I believed you shared my sanity. I believed you shared my sanity as I went around Santa Barbara, offering premiums to buy out your houses, offering to buy Neverland, offering to buy it all, because there was the shining city upon it all. I offered to buy Santa Barbara for 5 times, and many houses, including operas, many houses for 19, and then just a few, maybe just 2, maybe just 1, for 99 times. I've been 99 times the price of Opera House, 99 times the value of Neverland. Why not? If we have infinite mind and money, I need the best locations on earth locked up for the people. So we're not going to anoint Santa Barbara, the capitalist capital of the universe, the shining city upon the hill, unless the people own the enterprise of Santa Barbara and California and Alaska and Nevada and the United States and the rest of the world. The enterprise must be one enterprise of all of us. Or we can have small enterprises that aren't assumed by the big enterprise in the beginning, but in the network, all the enterprises will be tied to the virtual money that I invented. And when you invent virtual money, what do you think? You think the thing that dies to love is the only way to make it pay is to be fruitful and multiply. To multiply good people will add to the value of the future of Earth. That implies 2 things. The procreation of people, which is best done between a man and a woman. Not that there's anything wrong with the other things, because we taught you all of it. All of you good and bad. We own. So, but the point is be fruitful and multiply and create big good families and create new minds and save our planet, save our rainforest, save Africa, save it all and put it in a movie and then do the best of what we all can be. If we all are the best that we all can be, imagine what lies way beyond the American dream, a fulfillment of the American dream, change we both believe in and figured out how to pay for, and change that we capture forever in our new reality movie. And so, in my reality, you've been in my movie, and I can't get out until you prove me out. Oh, I don't know. Tap me out and tell me or debate me. Am I sane or am I crazy with the world in my head and in my hand.